Right, man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, man. So Richardson, Hitchens called out a few people, called out T.O. T.O. did respond. Called out Devin Haney. He said Devin Haney told me if I get a belt, we can fight. Man, who else did he call out? Any of the champions. A lot of people felt like Eddie Hearn was trying to, rob him versus Liam Paro. Maybe that's another video I'll get to another time. Why are you in the middle of the fucking street, son? I mean, kids are just fucking. Like, he walking in the middle of the street, got all that sidewalk, and you walk all black on. Crazy. So a lot of people, feel that want to see him in some of those fights. Thought he was gonna lose to Paro. He outboxed him, looked good. Him and he talked about sparring Devin Haney and sparring. I mean, do y'all really want the build up between Haney and Hitchison to be good? And I like that Hitchison started talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was hoping that he would talk shit and lose. But one thing you gotta understand about shit talkers is not shit talking is really not for the opponent. A lot of times it's not even to get into the opponent's head, no deal. It's really to motivate you. It's really to put the pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? It's really about you, about, revving yourself up. From an avid master shit talker myself, now if the opponent, get discouraged in the process of it, they get discouraged. So he gonna talk some shit from a stylistic point of view. Like, really, do you want to see Hitchins and Haney, bro? Style wise, Devin Haney already don't throw a lot of punches, and Hitchison really don't throw a lot of punches. It'll really be Devin Haney making that fight, and that's saying something. That's saying a fucking lot. It'll be really Devin Haney, really pressing Hitchison and making Hitchison come out of shit. It'll be a high chess match, a high caliber chess match. That's exactly what that would be. And Devin Haney will be coming forward. Hitchison don't really, he not an aggressive fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he really don't have, neither one of them got a lot of punch variety. So really, that'll be a fight for the, the hardcore boxing fans. That'll be a fight for the hardcore boxing fans. So the build up would be good, but I think Devin Haney is more better offensively. I think Hitchison is better defensively. I think part of Hitchison being better defensively is that he has fear. And somebody made a great point about Hitchison. He's just trying to be secure. He fight just like secure. Don't throw a lot of punches. Always defensive responsible. They scared to get hit. Devin Haney, we see when he come back after the Ryan fight, he not scared to get hit. Devin Haney will sit in there with you and be aggressive with you. And maybe to a fault. Maybe if he was more cognitive about defending, his defense and worried about what was coming back a little bit more, maybe he wouldn't, his defense would be even greater. But he throw punches. You got to understand, he came up under Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr., everybody think Floyd Sr. game plan is about defense. Floyd Sr. teach guys to throw combination punches. Floyd Mayweather Sr. is a combination coach. Watch how he do the pass, whether it was with Juan Guzman or whether it was even with De La Hoya. He preached combination punches. He preached combination punches. So, but yeah, that'd be a boring ass fight. I just don't put it out there. If they do fight, I support it. The build up would be fucking hilarious. But But Hitchison is like Shakur. He ain't with getting hit. He ain't with getting hit. So, and I think Devin Haney need a little bit of that in his game where, you know what, let me like worry about what's coming back a little bit more. If he did, you know, he'd probably be untouchable. But then again, you know, probably take away from his offense. But Hitchison ain't got a punch. He don't throw different variations, uppercuts. I will say he got a nice left hook to the body. I think he should have threw that a little bit more in his last fight. He hurt Paro with a good left hook to the body a couple times. So he's capable, but you know, from the build up, oh man, they gonna talk some shit. Bill and Richardson, they gonna talk some shit. But from the aspect of, and every time I watch Mark Clark, it rains. I'm so tired of that shit happening. But you know, him calling out Teo, you know, responded. I guess he was at the top ranked fight in Arizona. He responded, and I'm tired of these semi trucks on the freeway. He responded, and he basically said that, you know, he got his lawyers on it right now, that he's down to fight Hitchens. In my opinion, maybe they sparred before, and he feel confident about fighting Richardson and Hitchens. It'd be a bad matchup. It'll look like the Jermaine Ortiz fight. I think Hitchens might pull the trigger a little bit more, but it'll look like the Jermaine Ortiz fight in my opinion. So, Teo can't box with somebody like Hitchens. He just would have to, you know, hurt Hitchens and catch Hitchens. And one of the issues with hurting and catching Hitchens is that Teo, he's still counting on one punch to do the job. Teo need to count on combination punches to do the job. Get on his toes a little bit more. But maybe he can hurt Hitchens. Maybe he can, you know, figure out going to the body a little bit or something. So maybe he can figure that part of it out. But it'll be a good fight. You know, give Teo an opportunity to unify belts again. It'll be a really good fight. So yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it, man. And Teo said he got his lawyers on it, so maybe that's the fight that they willing to do. How many fights Teo had at 140? A handful. Because he came back versus that one dude. I think he stopped him. Taylor, Clegette, Ortiz, Mark. So yeah, he had about 5 fights at the weight. He was a nice little, you know. So, but you know, Teo would have to come in there with a game plan. Better than just trying to go out there and walk Hitchens down. You notice Paro thought he was going to do what Limons did and just walk through Hitchens, but he let Hitchens get into a groove. When he started to close the gap, Hitchens started countering him, and he started slipping off the ropes. Instead off the ropes, he started slipping his aggressive attack. And then Paro just bouncing on his toes. That ain't really never good to be bouncing in place like that. That because your opponent can get the drop on your rhythm. Yeah, your opponent can get the drop on your rhythm. So you bounce like that, he just looking to see, you know, when you coming and when you going. You know, he just getting a drop on you. So yeah, that's all he's doing is getting a drop on you. So yeah, I mean, it's a good fight. You know, him and Alberto Puello's another kind of boring fight. Another guy that stick and move and that box, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't no real pleasing fight right there. You know, that ain't no real crowd pleasing fight right there. In my opinion. Him and Puello, just a chess match. Just a chess match. He's always doing some funky shit. But yeah, that's a real good chess match. That's about it. Who I think will win? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put Hitchens in that fight, but I can see Puello putting it out. But it ain't the most crowd. I was trying to get over for you, but it ain't the most crowd piece of fight. But But him and Rayo, I think Rayo, as the champion, Rayo got the better matchup. In my opinion, I think Rayo got the better matchup. I think, looking at Jose Venezuela fight some of these dudes, that's what I want to see. Because Rayo a powerhouse. He can punch, he can box. So he bring more of the sauce to the fight. He bring more offense out of all the champions there, other than T.O. Him and T.O. will be good. Richardson and Rayo will be good. You know what I'm saying? Rayo can box. Rayo can punch. So yeah, those, in my opinion, those would be really, really, really good fights. Really, really good fights. So, for the Hitchens and Rayo, I mean, can Rayo catch him? I think Hitchens got more power than people giving him credit for. So yeah, I think Hitchens got more power than people giving him credit for. So that'd be very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, Hitchens got some good fights. I think him and Rayo was a good fight. Him and T.O. was a good stylistic fight. Him and Devin is a great build-up type fight. Him and Puello, I mean, if that's the end of the all-be-all, the undisputed, then yeah, we'll take it. But, we know PBC really ain't playing ball like that with Eddie Hearn or anybody else right now. So, that's the case. But, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video. Damn. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. Come back this way. Every win, be going like a motherfucker. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all notifications, push your chance to get notifications for a live drop video. Financially want to support the channel, cash app, $, CJ Glenn 313, Venmo, PayPal link description, hit the link tree. I can't wait till I get off mornings. I can't wait, my heat driving this way in the morning. Like when I was had to be here at 6, even though I ain't waking up early, so I had to wake up. It was straight. With nobody on the road, but right around this 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock shit, trash. But I appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, hit the link tree, find me there, and the link tree on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.